Early impulse.
Om Shanti. Today's morning, 26 July 2020. Essence sweet children. In order to claim your inheritance of liberation in life from the Father, become free from all the bondages of Maya. Only those who are liberated in life here can claim the status of liberation in life there. How is the seed of this knowledge imperishable? Answer. The sun and moon dynasty kingdoms are established through this knowledge. The kingdom is very big. Even though souls who have taken knowledge might leave the path of knowledge in the middle of it, they will come back at the end of they still come back at the end, because they too have to come into the kingdom. Those who have had even the slightest seed of knowledge shown in them will come. They cannot go anywhere else. This aspect proves that this knowledge is imperishable. So, no one is unique like the innocent Lord. Om Shanti. You children are now sitting in front of the innocent Lord, Praneswar, and you know very well that you are once again receiving your inheritance of heaven from the unlimited Master, the innocent Lord. Your intellects go there. Truly, you go back to the Father's home with the Father. The Father has come to collect you, just as a bridegroom comes to collect his bride. The one bridegroom comes and makes all of you brides beautiful. His name is the purifier. However, you children forgot the Father. It is in the drama for you to forget. The Father comes and explains all the secrets to you. The status of you lucky star is even higher than that of the Father. Just as the Father is the master of Brahman, in the same way, you too are masters of Brahman. You used to reside with me, your Father. Then you children definitely had to play your parts. You know that you have come to Sri Loknath in order to become the Vaikuntanath. The Father says, children, at this time, you are the masters of the three worlds, and I am also the master of the three worlds. Then, when the golden age comes, you become the masters of it. I don't become that. I come liberate you souls from the sorrow of Ravan. You have received a lot of sorrow from Ravan. You children have understood the drama. It doesn't have 4 ages. It has 5 edges. The 4 edges are long edges, whereas the confluence edge is a leap edge. You children should be aware of this knowledge because you have become the children of the ocean of knowledge. He is prized on the path of devotion. You are the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of peace. This cannot be the price of the lords of paradise. They are said to be full of all virtues. 16 celestial degrees full. There is no one like that in the Iron Age, and so surely someone must have come and made them become like that. Therefore, only you become the masters of heaven. Brahma, Vishnu, and Sangha, who are the deities of the subtle region, are also shown with parents, shown with partners in order to deceive the family path. So, heaven also exists here. From the Brahmin clan, you will go into the deity clan and then into the warrior clan. Sensible children pay very good attention to their studies. On the path of ignorance, when people have a son, they believe that an heir has come. You too say, Mama, Baba, and so you are heirs. Gandhiji was called Babuji. In fact, in Bharat, they call many mother and father. People call an elderly person Pitaji. They say that just for the sake of saying it. This one is the Babuji of all anyway. The father is Praneswar, that is God of all souls. When you say Father, your hearts experience the happiness of the inheritance, and you have that feeling. The feeling that you children have is also number-wise. According to your efforts, truly the unlimited Father comes and teaches you Raj Yoga. Brahma, Vishnu, and Sangha cannot teach Raj Yoga. God speaks. Deities are human beings with their divine virtues. Praneswar means God, the Father. In Bharat, they speak to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, Supreme God, the Father. And so your intellect go up above because you know that the Father resides up above. You children now understand that you too are residents of that place. We are now sitting personally in front of the Praneswar. The Father personally reminds you, and you therefore have the faith that you are not sitting in front of a sage or great soul, but truly in front of the mother, the father. Why do you belong to him? In order to claim your inheritance for your fortune, in order to claim your inheritance for your future 21 births from the mother and father. If you don't have faith, why are you sitting here? There has to be a reason. No one without recognition can sit in front of someone. In the world, people recognize one another. This one is a sannyas. This one is a governor. Here, this father is incognito, but you understand that the father, that the supreme father, the supreme soul is the resident of the supreme abode. Then the question of omnipresence doesn't arise. Souls remember, O God, the Father. If they themselves are God, why do they call out? This is something that needs little understanding. However, Maya makes you such that you don't understand at all. One cannot trust what people say. Maya makes their intellect doubtful. They call out, O God, the Father. And they then say that the Father, they say that they are the Father. So why do they call out? Only children would say, Father. You only have to remember the one. You are now sitting in front of the Father in person. You know that you know belong to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You are claiming the inheritance from him. You will now not forgetting him. Father says, children, become bodiless, become pure. I have come to take you back. People sing in front of the deities. I am without virtue. I have no virtues. They sing praise of the deities. They consider themselves to be degraded sinners. The world was definitely completely viceless at the beginning. That was called heaven, Shivalaya. It was heaven established by Shiv Baba. The people of Bharat believe that heaven exists, but they have forgotten that Bharat was heaven and that the original eternal deities used to rule there. When someone dies, people say that he has gone to heaven. Heaven exists in the golden age. It cannot exist the iron age. When people print it in the papers that someone has gone to heaven, ask them where heaven is. They believe that that person went to God in the supreme abode, and that is heaven. Or they say that he has gone to the land of nirvana, or that he has merged into the light. There is so much difference in the terms they use. That is called the great element of Brahma. This is the element of sky. This cannot be called the great element. That is the great element of Brahman, where we soul reside except the Father too resides there. That is called the supreme abode. However, no one can merge into the element of Brahman. Many points are explained to you, children, because you are sitting in front of the Father. Devotees continue to look for God. You know who does the most devotion on the path of devotion. Definitely, those who are worthy of worship at the beginning then became the first worshippers devotee. Only you children know this. It is sung. You are worthy of worship and you are worshippers. However, those people think that God the Father himself becomes worthy of worship and a worshipper. That is wrong. The Father comes and makes you children worthy of elevated prize. However, not everyone will receive the liberation in life of heaven. Liberation in life will be received when you become free from the bondages of Maya. Liberation in life means to be free from bondages of Maya. It isn't that everyone will go into in the golden age. Only those who study Raj Yoga will go into the golden age. On the path of knowledge, you have to become free from so many bondages. Mira didn't have that many bondages. She simply used to say that she wanted to meet Sri Krishna and would therefore remain pure. You have to go to the land of Sri Krishna. Mira was one of the main important devotees. You are the part of Rosary of Victory, which is the most elevated and worshipped. A rosary of devotees is not worshipped. The rosary of those who make Bharat into heaven is worshipped. Devotees worship the rosary of you children. First of all, there is the rosary of Rudra, and then it becomes the rosary of Vishnu. No one knows who the rosary represents. They simply continue to remind its beats. You will now no longer turn the beads of the rosary of devotees. Devotees turn the beads of the rosary of you children. You know that your rosary of victory is being created. Then we ourselves will become worshippers and turn the beads of a rosary. You rule the kingdom, and you will then become the first ones to turn the beads of a rosary. Otherwise, we'll learn devotion from you. Others will learn devotion from you. You make the world into heaven. The Father is teaching you Raj Yoga, and this teaching is named the Gita. There has to be a name for a religious scripture. Although the knowledge disappears, the scriptures will be created. You have made it into a scripture and call it Srimad Bhagavad Gita. They wrote the Gita on the path of devotion. That Gita is not for the path of knowledge. They relate so many different types of Gita. They never say, I am teaching you Raj Yoga. They would say, God departed after teaching Raj Yoga. Then they sit and study the scriptures of that. We are now listening to that same Gita from God in person and becoming a masters of heaven. The Father says, I only come once to teach you children Raj Yoga and to make you into the kings of kings. Until the bestower of salvation comes, there will definitely continue to be price of the path of divorce. Those who came in the previous cycle will come and listen to this again. Many are yet to become this. The sun and moon dynastic kingdoms are being established, and therefore very many people will come. This is why knowledge is never destroyed. Wealthy subjects, ordinary subjects, maids, and servants are all needed. Such a big kingdom is being established. People doesn't know how the golden age kingdom is established. If they were to know this, they would tell you about it. They have forgotten the Father. Instead of writing, incorporeal God Shiva speaks, they have written God Krishna speaks. Immediately after Shiva Jayanti, there is Krishna Jayanti. Sri Krishna is the Lord of Paradise. This one sits here and makes you into Lords of Paradise. They have then shown Sri Krishna in the Copper Age. The thread of this knowledge of Bharat is so entangled. You now have to imbibe this very well and become knowledgeful. You have to see with how many marks you pass. If you pass now, you will pass every cycle. You have to study while living at home with your families. Now here, else do. Old men and women, husband and wife, daughters-in-law, etc., all study together. They don't even study the scriptures like that. They tell women that they mustn't study the scriptures. Only men become pandit. Here, just see who is studying. It is a wonder of variety of old women who come here while living at home. You have to remain pure as a lotus and study Raj Yoga. You have to become godly students. This is called the Godly College of Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. God is teaching through Brahma. Brahma didn't emerge from the navel of Vishnu. It would be said to be the navel of Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Shiva Baba is the seed. Brahma, Vishnu, and Sangha emerged from him. The meaning of all three are different. You children now understand that Vishnu is always shown with Lakshmi. There is the Nar Narayan temple. So they have also made him four-armed. If they have Narayan, Lakshmi, if they have Narayan, Lakshmi would surely also be with him. Nar becomes Narayan and Nari becomes Lakshmi. They saw Nar Narayan with four arms. They should show Narayan and Lakshmi separated with two arms each. Such an accurate temple should be built. However, people don't understand anything from the Nar Narayan temple. Together with Nar Narayan, they are also shown Lakshmi. Mahalakshmi is worshipped at the Deepamala. Mothers are prized so much. There is great price of Jagadamba. Amba is very sweet because she is a Kumari. This one is a half Kumar. There is a lot of price of Kumaris in Bharat. However, they don't know the importance of that. Jagadamba is prized a lot. The father isn't prized as much. The Father has come and uplift you mothers, and so you should become courageous. One has to be courageous to ride a lion, right lion. There is be ourselves, but now that you belong to the Father, you mustn't let go of your religion. No matter what happens, become pure and definitely climb a high status. Mira also became pure. The Father tells you, Kumaris, say that you want to become pure and the masters of paradise. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children. Love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Namaste. Essence of Dharana. Number one, in order to become true highest, you have to become sensible. Imbibe this study very well and become knowledgeful. Become praiseworthy like the Father. Second, in order to become the most elevated, the rosary of victory continue to cut away all bondages of Maya. Become very, very brave and courageous and definitely become pure. Blessing. May you become ignorant of the knowledge of any desires and instead of chasing after marriage of some desires, marriage of some desire, earn a true income. Some children think that if they were to win a lottery, they would give their winning to the yajna. However, such money cannot be used for the yajna. Often, some have a desire for themselves, but they say that if they win the lottery, they would do service with it. However, to be a millionaire now means to lose millions for all time. chasing after desires is like a marriage. Therefore, earn a true income and become ignorant of the knowledge of any limited desires. Slogan. Instead of considering an obstacle to be an obstacle, consider it to be an game, and you will win that game while laughing and singing. Om Shanti.
The Father says, this time you are master three words.
Tana Laksan.
If we are making an here, then future we will use.
Mean. What is the meaning? Become pure.
You are now sitting in front of the Father. Oma Vishnu Shankaran cannot be studied.
Cannot teach Raj Yoga. Can you give some more explanation? He can give knowledge to others, knowledge others through us.
Yes,
Ignorance of the limited desires. If we become Indian here, in future it cannot become Indian. We will lose that opportunities. promote much.
Now, Himavas means
She can't speak much. We don't cover this living here.
Om Shanti. Yes, over.